Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ask Cray R, episode 17, finally. So let's not waste any time, let's dig right into the questions. The first couple questions go from Dylan Thomas, and he asked 1. Do you think Iran needs to stop having war with Israel and all that? And here's his extra one here. Since Nicktoons has been spamming SpongeBob over a year now, how long did Teen Titans Go last until in 2017 when CN used to spam it? 1. I could care less about that, but yeah, having a war with these two countries is stupid and they gotta stop, but I can't do much. Well, obviously I can't do much to control it, but they should just quit. And 2, well, here's the thing. It didn't start in 2017. It actually started around 2016, and it lasted until 2023? 2022? Probably when they lost 2 hours to Adult Swim. Yeah, it was around that time. I can always handle your opinion, man. Alright, next question goes from Wubsy. The Wubsy fan. That's what I would call him, or am calling him, whatever. And he asked 1, or it's just one question. Which is better, SpongeBob or Wubsy? That is a tough one because I don't like both any shows, but I'll give the W to SpongeBob because those first 3 seasons are iconic and they're great. I know you're tempting me with Wubsy, but I'm sorry, I'm not gonna like that show. There's just something about it. I'm not gonna say it though because I still stand with my rant on it. I still don't like it. But I handle your opinion since you do love it. Alright, next bunch of questions go from Dylan Thomas again, and he asked 1. What are your thoughts about Almost Naked Animals on Cartoon Network back in the 2010s? 2. Do you eat peppermints? 3. Do you like Laffy Taffies? 4. Have you ever went to prom dances before? And 5. Do you think it's horrible that the Gumball episode, the prank, yeah, let's just say it. When Gumball told Richard, does this ketchup look funny to you? And Richard said, let me double check. And instead, Gumball pranked his dad and squirted ketchup all over his face. That is a weird way of putting your question, but okay. 1. I think that show is awful. One of the worst. And Cartoon Network should have never bought the rights to it. Like, it is such a bad show. Okay, what's going on? We can't touch that. Okay. Yeah, it's such a bad show. And I believe it's a Canadian show, so I don't know what's with Cartoon Network picking up Canadian shows. Like, it's a little ridiculous, if you ask me. 2. I do. 2. I do. Regular mints, and yeah, peppermints as well, so I'll just say yes. 3. Yes, but only certain flavors. 4. I've been to dances before, but not actual prom dances like certain people. So let's just say no for that. And 5, I haven't seen the prank episode. Well, I've seen like a couple clips, but I haven't seen that actual episode, so I'll say that's effed up. Alright, next question goes from Carter Spurlock, and he asked 1. What's your opinion on Lilo and Stitch the original? 2. What's your opinion on a Goofy movie? And 3. What do you think of the Jimmy Two Shoes found pilot found? 1. I haven't seen it for years. I would say it's okay. It's certainly better than the remake, I'll give it that. But yeah, it's okay. Same goes for number 2. I haven't really seen it. I've seen a couple clips, so I guess it's okay. It kind of reminds me of Flushed Away, though. That, what was it, Blue Sky or whatever? Whoever made that movie? Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that in a way. And 3, I don't care for Jimmy Two Shoes, so I'd say it's cool. Okay, now we got the next 3 question batches are from Cash the YouTube guy, so we're gonna go in order here. Let's start with number 1. Zoom this out for you guys. Okay, 1. Have you ever thought about going to college? 2. What's your opinion on Katie and Orby? 3. Which is better, Go Baby or Barney? 4. Which is worse, hanging out with a girl that has a boyfriend or that? And 5. Have you ever went mud bogging? 1. technically I am taking one, but it leads to a job. And, not sure if I should say this. I was kind of planning on taking another one, but it just depends. So technically I am. The next time I'm going is next month, so yeah, wish me good luck. 2. I've never seen that. 3. Oh, Barney. Go Baby is a terrible show. And I think it's made by the same people that made The Wonder Pets. The Wonder Pets is way better than that god-awful show, let me tell you that. 4. Wow, Cash, you really know how to type in personal questions, huh? Anyways, let's just say the second one. Because I don't think the first one is that bad. Alright, let's just put it that way. And 5. No, I haven't. Alright, your next set of questions. I think this is the most interesting one. Anyways, 1. What's one of the weirdest dreams you've had? 2. Do you still like the Upside Down show? 3. What's your opinion on Frisky Dingo? 4. If you had kids, how old do you want them to be to move out? And 5. Does a picture of the snake on a Mustang scare you? 1. Okay, here's the thing. I've had a lot of weird dreams in my life. I've had a whole lot. I could think of them, but at the same time, it's just way too many I've had in my life, so I can't say which one is the weirdest. There are a whole bunch of them I've had throughout my whole life. So let's just put it at that. 2. Of course. I mean, it only has 13 episodes in one season, but it still holds up. And to me, it doesn't really feel like a preschool show. It feels more like a funny show you can laugh at. And it's funny too because that's a Noggin original, and Noggin has 100% no shows that makes you laugh. It's just normal stuff and all that. And of course, you got those shows that talk to you, break the fourth wall and all that. But yeah, the Upside Down show does that too, but they do that in their adult shows too, the Umbilical Brothers, which are classics, and it's pretty cool how they're for adults as well. So in a way, I guess that could be a good continuation of the Upside Down show, even though it's more of an adult comedy, and they're not really focusing on kids, obviously, because it's for adults. But yeah. I did see online that Noggin was the actors wanted to do another season, but Noggin's like, nah, 13 episodes are good enough. We don't want to continue, because even though your show is trying to teach our youngsters some things, we feel like it's a bit too funny, so I don't think it's really needed, so we're going to cancel. Which is kind of a shame, because all the Noggin originals didn't really last long. Jack's Big Music Show, Ubi, and the Upside Down show. How insane. But with all of that aside, I still like it. It still holds up. 3. I've never seen that. 4. Maybe around their 20s, 30s? I don't know. And 5. I don't think I've seen that, but I would say it would scare me for sure. Okay, now for his third batch. 1. Which is worse, Bill Cosby or that guy? 2. What's your opinion on Marcus Acosta films? 3. Which year is better, 2023 or 2013? And 4. What would you do if you saw Shane and David from the Upside Down show in real life? 1. Bill Cosby really wasn't that bad. I mean, yeah, he did bad things, but he's not terrible to me. And that other guy, oh man, he was involved in wars and all that, so I'm choosing him over Bill. 2. I believe that's a user. It can't be a movie company. No, it has to be a user. I think I've seen him at one point or heard of him, but I haven't seen his stuff, so I'd say he's okay. 3. Oh my god, 2013 by a long shot. 2023, at least for me, sucked. It wasn't very good. I'll admit it. 2022 was so much better. Like, wow, I had a lot more fun in 2022 than I have in 2023, but that's just my opinion. 2013, on the other hand, yeah, There's not much else I can say, but it was a dang good year, for sure. So much better. And 4, well, I would ask them questions. I would see the funny stuff they do. Maybe I'd ask them how they feel that Noggin didn't want to move on with their show for another season. Some stuff like that. We would take pictures and maybe I'll do a collab with them. It's just something fun like that, you know? Okay, now we're moving on to another user. This time it's Bubbas World. In other words, next question goes from Bubbas World, and he asked, well, this singular question first. What's your thoughts on puppet review stuff? I've heard of that guy, actually. I've seen a couple of his videos, I think. He's pretty cool. A reaction DVD reviewer, cartoon and movie reviewer, and a skit YouTuber. Yeah, he's cool. Alright, and his next questions are, 1. What's better, gummy bears or gummy worms? 2. What's your thoughts on Boomerang looping the episodes? And 3. What's your least favorite Nick Jr. show other than Paw Patrol? 1. I like both, but I think, just for nostalgia's sakes, I would say gummy worms, and they are a lot more colorful, especially with the 2 colors on one worm. It's kind of cute, and, very creative, I'd say. 2. If you mean, like, play the same episodes on the same day, I hate that. I hate it. I think it's a big waste of time. It's okay if they want to repeat the show, but the same episodes? No, I don't approve of that. Unless if they want to give people another chance to see it on the same day, that's cool, but, like, just for me, I just feel like it's not a good idea. And 3, Peppa Pig, for sure. That's another least favorite Nick Jr. show of mine other than Cringe Patrol. Okay. His next bunch of questions. Whoops. Yeah, we do it like this. This next bunch of questions are, 1. What's your thoughts on Boomerang's April through July 2024 schedule? That's when Dave Byer imported and some slight changes. 2. What's better, Shrek, Woody, Dougie, that guy's puppet character, or Tony the Tiger from SML? Ah, classic characters, I see. That's pretty cool. Anyways, 3. Do you think Captain Planet and Thundar the Barbarian's time slots on Boomerang should be swapped so Boomerang can air Captain Planet's 1-hour specials? 4. What's better, Jeffy or Junior? And 5. Do you think Boomerang should start airing the original Tom and Jerry Looney Tunes back-to-back again? 1. I would say they're fine. I mean, they're still good with variety. Maybe they could have replaced some new shows and Scooby-Doo, Looney Tunes, and Tom and Jerry, but it was okay. I'll give them credit. 2. Again, classic SML characters. I would have to say Tony the Tiger, but Woody would come as a close second. I'm sorry, but I know some people find Tony annoying, but he's just iconic with his whole, they're great, and let's not forget that a couple of those videos they made back then when him and Mario would watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and Blue's Clues. Those are freaking iconic. Wow, it's a big shame they don't do those again, but man, those are some of the best videos on SML's channel back in the day. So let's just choose him for the sake of nostalgia. 3. Well, Captain Planet is actually gone now, but yeah, I would actually say so. If they wish to replace Thundar the Barbarian with Captain Planet on weekends, that'd be cool. That'd be fine. I know this was a bit outdated because it was a month ago, but yeah, I would still say so. 4. Junior, for sure. I hate Jeffy. Because when he was first introduced to SML, he was annoying. But when Jeffy's homework came around, that SML episode, movie, whatever, he started to cuss, and it was pretty funny, but they started overusing it. I kind of agree with what GameCube Dude 300 said. Like, when they would have him cuss so many times, it would get annoying. The first few times it was fine, but then later on, when they kept doing it, it gotten repetitive and annoying, like I've stated and said. I'll admit, it is actually funny how they made him turn from a dumb kid to someone that would just cuss a lot, okay? It's pretty, what's the word? It's kind of bizarre seeing Jeffy cuss, but at the same time, it's a bit funny. But I'm sorry, I'm going with Junior on this one. He's more iconic. And 5, for freaking sure. In other words, yes. Like, they have done it recently, but they stopped. Like, I don't care how they would do it. Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry. I don't care. Just have an hour of both shows are back to back. Like, replace an hour of the classic one with it if you want to. They should really get back to that. Like, they have done it around when Christine Miller, but like 2019, 2020. I know around the time Boomerang schedule sucked, but I'm glad they did it. So yeah, they really need to get back to that. Okay, next question is another question from Dylan Thomas, and he asked, 1, do you like Skittles? 2, do you find it ridiculous that from the Looney Tunes show episode, I'm not going to say that whole thing. I think the episode's called The Float. 3, how do you feel about T-Nex spamming Henry Danger and nothing else? And number 4 is kind of the same thing. How do you feel about T-Nex spamming Henry Danger all the time? And 5, do you love blue Jell-O? 1, I do, but I would say M&M's are better. 2, yeah, I would say so. I mean, let's check out what you said for that description. The Float. Daffy Duck was sobbing all through the weather seasons, all because he lost an eye from the parade float and stealing Porky Pig's bow tie and jacket credit card and his $350,000 on all because he had to have a thing but instead lied about it. Yeah, I would say so, but that episode I have seen, and I'd say it's decent. Why not? 3 and 4 are just about the same. Number 3, I think it's ridiculous. And number 4 is also ridiculous. Like, what happened to those other shows that would air? Like iCarly, Victoria, Sam and Cat, Drake and Josh, frickin' Danger Force, Game Shakers, Keenan and Kel. Come on, T-Nick, what's going on? Yes, I know they have the Thundermans, but that's only on for one day. It's pathetic. But I'm not going to go on a huge rant. We all know Nickelodeon's dead at this point. You all should know. And 5. Meh. I like Jell-O, but the blue one, not really. I'm more along the lines of, like, the Oreo Jell-O, or maybe the red one. I don't know. Yeah, we'll just say that. And he has extra questions here. He asked, 1, do you like dark chocolate? 2, did you know Seth MacFarlane was the one that made Family Guy? 3, do you have any stuffed animal toys? 4, can you not believe... Okay, that's not how you pronounce Eustace. It's pronounced Eustace. Anyways, believe that Eustace from Courage the Cowardly Dog is always abusive to him all the time. And 5, do you like cupcakes? 1, I would say it's fine, but milk chocolate is way better. 2, oh my, I didn't know that! Unless, in case you didn't know, that was sarcasm. Of course I knew he made Family Guy. 3, no, well, maybe a couple, but those are just for memories. The other ones I just sold, because I'm too old for them. 4, I mean, that's just how his character is, but to me, I don't like that guy. Because he abuses courage for no reason. What, just because he's a dog and he hates dogs? I don't know. But he is such an iconic character, I'll give him that. And Courage, too. And 5. Yes, for sure. Alright, next question goes from Rico Maldonado. What is that? L6Z? Or 16Z? I don't know. Anyways, he asked, 1, what's your opinion on Pocoyo on Baby First? 2, What's better, Hero Elementary or Super Y? 3. Who is your favorite kid show character? 4. Do you like peanut butter and jelly? And 5. Do a Bob the Builder impression? Okay, I don't know if you saw my reply, but I clearly said number 5 isn't a question, it's more of a request. I don't take requests on Ask Cray R episodes, but I'll let you slide this one time because I think this is your first time here. Anyways, 1. I could care less. I don't really like Pocoyo all that much. It's kind of iconic for like Noggin and Nick Jr. stuff, but yeah, I would just say I don't really care. 2. Well, neither, because both of them suck. But if you're asking me which one, well, obviously you are, but I would have to say Super Y, even though that show's super repetitive. 3. And besides, I haven't seen Hero Elementary. 3. That's a tough one. That's a very tough one. I don't know, maybe it's either Steve or Thomas, I would say. So let's just say let's just say Steve because he's iconic. Why not? 4. Yeah, Steve from Blue's Clues, in case you didn't know. 4. If you mean the sandwiches, then yes, I do. I rarely have them though, but they are just so freaking iconic, so I might make some later on, but who knows. And 5. Well, luckily I've been practicing before I started filming, so let's see. I think so. That ties in with both the answer and my voice impression for Lofty. Here's something else I could do with Spud and Bob. Hey, wait, no. Hi, Bob, can I help? Spud, you're not gonna help us because you're gonna ruin our build. No, Bob, I swear, I'm not gonna ruin your build. I just wanna be friends. Fine, Spud, you can have a chance, but if you screw something up, you're gonna be banned. Banned? Yes, banned. Now, you can help us. You can, like, hang out with us or something, but no tricks. Oh, fine, Bob. Oh, that was just great. So, yeah, there you go. We'll just stick with that. Okay, next question goes from T-Bone8612. And he asked, 1. What are your thoughts on the new SpongeBob coming Twist in Time where SpongeBob of today meets modern SpongeBob, which was the episode that aired this past Friday. Actually, what was it? 2 Fridays ago. Yeah, by the time I'm filming this. 2. Favorite video game growing up? And 3. What do you watch on MeTV Tunes? 1. Now, believe it or not, I actually have seen that episode when it aired on Nick, which was the very first time in a long time I actually tuned into a new SpongeBob episode. The only main reason was because the fact that both of those versions of the character met in the same place, that really caught my attention, so I decided to tune into it, but that was it. I'm not going to watch any more of the new episodes because, look, I get some people like VilskyBum94 said that they're good, but I don't see anything good about them. All it is just silly-ass facial expressions and the show being way too silly and chaotic, I guess. So, yeah. Anyways, I thought it was pretty cool. And the visuals they did for the episodes they parodied, those episodes, which were Rock Bottom, Rip Pants, Neptune Spatula, and of course Help Wanted. They were good. I understand that the animation wasn't 100% like it, but those dull colors really made them. So, bottom line, I would say, I thought that was cool. The scene could have been a lot longer, but it's fine. 2. Well, I would say Happy Wheels, but I've never played it as a kid, so I guess, well, I can't say cool math. Oh! New Super Mario Bros. For the DS, Nintendo DS. That one's iconic. I would say that one. And 3. Well, I don't watch anything because I don't have the channel yet. Unfortunately, it's not coming to AT&T right now. It is on DirecTV and I think Spectrum, but not on my cable. I know I have it on like a streaming service called Fernley, but I don't have Fernley, so I'm gonna have to wait till it comes to cable. But once it does, I will be making a big TV video on that, so make sure you stay tuned. All right, how many more? 3 more to go. Okay, next question goes from Randall Ton Brewster, and he asked, 1. Thoughts on Shrek 5 and Lilo and Stitch 2025? 2. Thoughts on Boomerang airing the Tom and Jerry show 1975? 3. Do you think WBD channels like Cartoon Network, Boomerang, and MeTV Toons are overhated, while Nick and Disney channels are overly praised, despite the latter two having spam issues, especially Nick, and Disney canceling shows left and right, and most of their shows having the same few art styles? 4. Thoughts on Total Drama 2023 season 6 through 7, Freakazoid, Animaniacs 1993 and 2020, and Tiny Toons, both Adventures and Looniversity. Oh boy, here we go. 1. I've seen the trailer for Shrek 5. I don't think it's as bad as some people think. I think it's okay, yeah. I wouldn't say it's like horrifying or like what Gordon, James, and Henry say. Disgraceful. Disgusting. Despicable. Not like that. So I would just say it's fine. It looks fine, okay? And as for Lilo and Stitch 2025, I have mentioned it before. I don't think it's very good. I mean, it's another live-action remake. I think Disney's just sadly, painfully doing these just to get another quick buck. It's like, can they just be creative and come up with new original ideas at this point? I mean, they have, but mostly every single time, they just fail. They don't do well at the box office. It's a big shame. So what? You're telling me original movies don't do well while live action remakes of classic ones do well? That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, yeah, I would just say it's not good. 2. Well, they have aired it a little while ago, and I would say it's a nice addition. Though I found it very weird how it's a Tom and Jerry based show where Tom and Jerry are friends. It's like that 1992 film where, yeah, at first they weren't friends, but later on that stupid dog came in and they made him talk, break character, and worst of all, become friends. In which I'm not really disappointed with Tom and Jerry talking. After all, they did speak in a few of their original shorts, so technically it's not breaking character. And if the Nostalgia Critic knew that already, because he said he is a humongous Tom and Jerry fan and he loves it, he should know already that they do talk in some areas. So technically his quote on Tom and Jerry don't talk is completely invalid, because they actually do. But bottom line here, I do think it was an interesting addition. And it's coming to Cartoon Network starting July 12th, so get ready for that. Next Saturday. Great. So, yeah. Anyways, number 3. Oh my god. Absolutely. Like, I don't know how actual variety, whatever you call it, variety channels like those 3 are getting hate, but yet channels that only have a few shows, they get all the praise. I still don't understand. Like, okay, I get it. Cable's dying, but that doesn't mean Cartoon Network, Boomerang, and MeTV Toons can't have a suckish lineup. That is totally unacceptable. If they want to have variety, let them have variety. If channels don't want to have variety, whatever, it's their loss. But bottom line, yeah, it's just ridiculous. It's freaking ridiculous. Yeah, I do think what you're saying is ridiculous right here. Wait, Disney? Wait, I could understand Disney getting some respect, but their whole schedule and stuff, they're bad. They're horrible. So we'll just put it at that. 4. And 4. Total Drama, not Total Drama, that show's not good. Total Drama Island is decent. Freakazoid I haven't seen, but I've heard of. Excuse me. Animaniacs I have seen a couple clips of. It's pretty decent. And Tiny Toons, The Adventures is good, especially with the constant cameos of Looney Tunes characters. And Looniversity. I know some people say that Looniversity is kind of a bad reboot. I think it's okay. I mean, yeah, they still have the Looney Tunes characters in it. And what's different about Adventures and Looniversity is that Lola actually does appear in the Looniversity show. To me, I could care less about that, but aside from that, Looniversity's a pretty decent show. It's not that bad. It really isn't. So both, I would say, are decent. Okay. Next question goes from JB Films 115, and he asked, 1. What are your thoughts on the Disney Junior Mousehead shorts? 2. What games do you play on the Xbox? 3. What are your thoughts on Wild Pack? 4. Do you play Mario Kart? And 5. What's your opinion on the Chica Show, the Fresh Beat Band, Sheriff Callie's Wild West, and Chuggington? 1. I haven't seen them, but if I would have, maybe I'd say they're okay, but maybe a little disturbing. 2. Well, I play that Lego City Undercover game, Grand Theft Auto 5, and one of those, what is that guy called? That Bandicoot guy. Yeah. It's blanking on that name, so I'm just going to say Bandicoot. So, yeah, those are a few. 3. I've seen a couple promos of it. So, I would say I'm not really too big of a fan of it, honestly. The only new Nick show I kind of like right now is Rock, Paper, Scissors. That one's interesting. But aside from that, I'm not interested in any of Nick's new shows. After all, they're not gonna give him much of a chance anyway because of that pineapple guy. Frickin' whatever. Anyways, yeah. So I would say I'm not interested. Really interested. 4. I do, but only in like arcades, like Dave and Buster's and that retro arcade place, because they do have it. So yeah, I would just say yes. And 5. The Chica Show is a little bit iconic, but the same problems I have with it is also with Wild Kratts, and you should already know what, so I'm not going to say it here. The Fresh Beat Band's actually decent. It's so much better than the Fresh Beat Band of Spies. I don't like that show. It's bad. But the Fresh Beat Band's okay. I would give him credit. It's fine. Sheriff Callie's Wild West is a show I actually don't mention on my channel. So I would say I'm not interested. It's not a good show. And as for Chuggington, what is there more to say? It's a ripoff of Thomas and Friends, so it's bad. Just for that reason alone. Okay, and the last question goes from Taihei, and he asked, 1. What's your thoughts on the new regular show series coming to Adult Swim? 2. What's your opinion on Oreo? Or Oeoro? Typo, I guess. 3. What's your opinion on Mama Family? 4. What's your thoughts on Cartoonito going away on Cartoon Network's lineup? And 5. What's your opinion on YouTube Shorts? 1. I do think it's a nice addition. Like, I guess it makes sense to put it on Adult Swim because that's what regular show was supposed to be known for, but they just put it on Cartoon Network instead. I could care less about that, honestly, but regular show is still a good series, and yeah, it being on Cartoon Network was okay. So the new one being on Adult Swim, I do think it's a decent addition, I'd say, because they could get away with more stuff like cussing and more adult humor in a way. So let's put it at that. The new series itself is interesting, by the way. So yeah, I cannot wait for it. Two, I love the cookie. Like I remembered loving it as a kid, and I still do. It's so good, man. The two chocolate cookie bun things, and then the white cream in the middle. So freaking iconic, man. Three, I never seen it. Four, I could honestly care less about that. Like I've stated with Cartoonito, the only shows I like from there are Baby Looney Tunes and Bugs Bunny Builders. Aside from that, the other shows suck. So I would say it's good, but it may come back. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And five, I'd say they're cool. I mean, they're funny. Some are kind of ridiculous, but what more is there to say? Like most of those shorts are, yeah, they're just kind of ridiculous. Okay, let's go over here. Making sure I did this. Okay, we answered all of them. Thank you guys for watching this episode 17. Make sure you stay tuned for episode 18 coming very soon, and I'll see you guys later. All right, have a good day. Goodbye.